Hello, this is Paul Milligan for Innovate TV at MediaTek 2017. I'm joined today by Joseph and Tian from Alpha Technologies. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
First of all, I gather you guys have, there's been the business coming together, shall we say. Could you kind of explain what's happened? Yeah.
TID and Alphatec merged together. Alphatec bought TID as an entity, and the distribution, brands and all the stuff from Bose to Bayer Dynamic to Biamp to Bittner, Barracks, if I missed anything.
No,
that's all the major brand that we're doing now under Alphatec and TID combination. And Alphatec has a merge of the Alphatron signal management branding, which is our own South African brand.
Yeah.
We do smart bus automation product for home and business solutions. This year we partner with Acer. We also do Acer projector for home theater and for professional market. We do the Evoco room manager, and we've got the Powerlight, our South African manufactured accessories for the AV market.
So this show is the first time that you guys have been second time. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We could not manage to bring TID product first, this because there was already some alliance made in the brand and what the actual stand, so we could not really bring TID product in time for the show. So hopefully the next one will be doing both together.
Sure. So maybe start with you, Tian, and maybe Joseph, you got asked. Could you give me your thoughts on the sort of current state of the ProV market in South Africa, please?
Well, currently, just to connect with what Joseph said about the TID and Alpha Technologies merger, when we looked at the end of last year for a partner to partner with TID, we met with Joseph and Alpha Technologies, and there's a very good synergy between the two companies, where the Alpha Technologies part has got the projection and the boardroom side of corporate things, and the TID part is the professional audio part with Bose and Bayer Dynamic and Biamp and so on. So I think that the merger between Alpha Technologies and TID gives us the opportunity to give the client a solution from one partner, because the market for me is changing, where the old state of affairs was that people were focusing on a certain aspect or a certain brand, where the market is changing, that people are looking at service, not at a brand or a product. So people are looking to get a great service from one company. So that's where the Alpha Technologies and TID merger came in, is that we can now offer the corporate market, the hospitality market, the retail market, the home market, everything from one company. And it's not like the brands were taken over, the staff and the technology and the knowledge were taken over as well.
Okay.
So it's not like just the brands were taken over by another company. It's a merger between different cultures and different companies. Yeah. And that for us is important, that it's not just brands going over. It's not a big corporate machine. We're a close-knit family at Alpha Technologies now, and for us it's important to remain that way. And give great service to the market.
Sure.
Yep.
So, Joseph, how do you see the market right now? Is it difficult out there, or are things getting better?
I think things getting better. We had I'm not going to say a rough year, it was a little bit tight year economy, but things much better changing since beginning of this year.
Sure. And are there certain markets that are better than others?
I think the corporate markets always need to be there, because corporate company always need to show their technology, their boardroom, their setup. So the corporate market, I think it's always there. It's very difficult to die because required. Education obviously is a massive market, and it all relies to government funding. So if the government decides to cut funding, unfortunately everything goes to standstill. So in general, corporate market more stable.
Sure. And obviously with the two companies coming together, that gives you, like you said, a wider portfolio of products.
Exactly.
Where are you seeing the demand right now? What particular products are clients coming to you for at the moment?
Well, the influx we've seen in the past 6 months to a year has been the retail sector quite a bit, with a lot of international brands coming over to South Africa. Big European brands, big American brands opening their own stores, their own branded stores and that sort of thing. And that's where the international specification for Bose and Biamp and Bayer and Acer and those sort of things come in. So on the retail sector, although the economy is going down, it does seem that there's an influx from the international market, the retail sector coming in, and then obviously the hospitality sector in South Africa, with South Africa being a tourist hotspot, and the tourism figures in the last few weeks, it came out to say that there's a 20% influx in the amount of tourism in the Cape area, for instance. So the hospitality market, the retail market, and the corporate market are always the ones that pick up, and automatically that brings the eventing market and all those sort of things with it. So as Joseph said, the last 2 years was a bit tough, but as of the beginning of the year, things are picking up quite nicely.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you said in terms of products, are you seeing that kind of? Are you seeing some things we talked about, maybe AV over IP has become a big issue, huddle rooms are a big issue, you seeing things like that?
Yeah, we're busy working with a couple of products, especially on our signal manager for a huddle room. That actually, huddle room becoming I think the dominating part of any corporate to create smaller room from big major rooms, and everyone need to occupy this enormous room. Now it's more about 4 to 5 people need to meet together and actually communicate with someone, whatever, overseas or in a different area or different branch or different city. So huddle room become, I think, company just making their spaces smaller and more effective to use. Yeah. And this is where we have Evoco, where we have our signal management, a couple of Devio, we have the AVB coming from Biamp, and all the stuff that goes with huddle room kind of concept. So it is going to be our only focus on the technology side coming forward for the coming 2-3 years.
Okay, so it sounds like it's been tough maybe, but things are getting better, and that's a good place to be, I think.
Much better. Like I said, the things looking much better, and we picked up on the right product to merge together.
Sure.
We are becoming one-stop shop for everyone, from cable to accessory to technology to screen to projector to control to we do everything in one board. To audio, you can't miss anything from our side.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks.